So Lil Kim is mad at the Ebony magazine 50 Years of Hip Hop cover that she was on. She says they sabotaged her. She says, who is this? Because that's not the photo I approved or any other content they've put out. I've always told Ebony it looked like a painting, but they didn't want to listen. They said they loved it. It's the sabotage for me. The funny ish about it is this is their retoucher. The funny ish about this whole situation is that you're not mad at your retoucher. Whoever been retouching you up for all these years, that's who you should be mad at, Kim. Kim, listen. Come on, man. Don't make me do this. We coming from a place of love. We love you right now. But you were one of the most beautiful black women we have ever seen. Right? But then you started to do this to yourself because you thought less of yourself. And you started to change yourself into this white woman, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But then now you're mad at Ebony magazine because they are painting over you. They should paint over you. Because what you've turned yourself into is not what we know as the beautiful Lil Kim that we used to know. You have become uncomfortable with yourself to the point where your self-esteem has gone so low that you think you need to cut on yourself and get these BBLs and all these different type of surgery. And then y'all have convinced all of our regular women that this is what they need to do as well. We keep seeing all our regular women in the hood showing up with these goofy BBLs, looking like they got basketballs in their cheeks. They got toothpicks for legs. Meanwhile, the BBLs is killing them, and they don't see nothing wrong with it. And we have people like Lil Kim who are mad at Ebony magazine for trying to paint over that. They should have tried to paint over it, Kim, because it's obvious that in the picture that we're looking at, they got to do something. They got to do something to try to make it look okay. Maybe what they did is not up to your standard of what you think that should have been done, or maybe it's not the right angle that should have been taken, but they got to do something. We gotta be real with that. We're not trying to be mean, Kim, but Kim, you were one of the most beautiful black women that we've ever seen, and somehow you changed yourself into this kind of a white version of a woman that nobody wanted. We didn't ask for this version of you. Same thing with Michael Jackson. We didn't ask for the white woman version of Michael Jackson, but that's what he felt he needed to do because of his skin condition. But Kim, I don't believe you had no skin condition. You didn't have to do this. Nobody wanted you to do that. You was fine before this. So to be mad at Ebony magazine because they was trying to make this the best photo shoot that they could make it, that's not fair. Because you have to point the finger at yourself for taking us all through this roller coaster that we didn't want to go through. You was at the pinnacle before you did all this. We looked at you as the best. I don't care how nasty you talk, all that Sprite can and all that stuff, all the rumors that we heard. We didn't care about all of that. We looked at you like we know you was squatting, that little funky box over the cameras and doing all the nasty little freaky stuff that, probably shouldn't have been done. But hey, we loved it. You was beautiful when you was natural. But you thought you needed to change out of that. I don't know why. But I do know why. Because the American programming is very hard to fight. They have convinced a lot of our black women that they need to look like white women. They need to do, with the hair and the, and the lightening of the skin. And they convinced this around the world. Like around the world, in all different countries, is so many skin lighteners and all this different type of stuff that's going on. And it's tough for women to deal with. And I'm saddened that our women think they got to do this, and it's partially our fault too, because we tend to have these preferences that are not of our black women. We tend to have these preferences that's like, oh, give me the more light-skinned women, give me the more foreign, give me the foreign-looking woman. You know, all this stuff that we do. But yo, I'm just gonna say, however you view it, whoever fault it is, it's been a brainwashing thing that has been happening to black folk for years, to think that the white man's ice is colder, you know, the lighter skin is better, the straighter hair is better, you know. But the whole time we got to look at what's really happening, because as black folk are adopting these white attributes, the white counterparts are adopting the black attributes. They getting fillers in their lips. They getting their nose done bigger. They getting their skin darkened. They wearing black folk hair colors. You know, black folk hairstyles and all this stuff. Like, so what are we talking about? Like, we can clearly see that they are copying our way of life and living. But for somehow we've been convinced that we need to go copy theirs. And then when we do that, people like Lil Kim get mad when it doesn't go right. Because it didn't go right, and it hasn't gone right for years with Lil Kim. Let's just keep it a buck. Lil Kim has been the poster child of what not to do as far as plastic surgery for a long time. And we love her. But Kim, somebody got to say this to you out of love. Stop it. Stop doing this to yourself. Like, you're beautiful enough, man. Like, you've been beautiful enough. You was way more beautiful from the start of it. This is not helping. But the ideology has crept in, just as the ideology has crept into black men that we need a light-skinned woman, or a foreign woman, or, you know, the ideology has crept into black America, and it's not doing us no favors. But all I can say is we cannot blame this on Ebony magazine. We have to look at this and say what it is, because Lil Kim, you have been changing your appearance way before Ebony magazine did this cover on you. So you have not been happy with your appearance way before now. So you can't put this at their feet. They was trying to clean it up, because I'm going to say in the picture, it speaks for itself. But black men, we gotta admit we contributing to this too. We ain't picking our black women. You know what I'm saying? We got all around the world, they convincing our women that are darker to bleach their skin and become lighter, and we think that's the problem. We picking women that's lighter and, you know, more foreign and all of that. You know, we gotta do our best to snap out of the programming that we have all experienced. But I just had to address this, because, come on, Lil Kim. I can admit to our part of it, but you going to have to admit to your part of it, too. It's your boy P. Camp. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.